We've got a new Nintendo eShop sale this week, and it is a big one, over 2,000 games. Now today, going to be keeping this video short and sweet, not been feeling too great, hence actually this video is a day later than usual. But 10 games today under $10, or your regional equivalent, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. My name's Alex, this is SwitchCorner, and if you enjoy the video, subscribe, it helps out the channel a huge amount. As always then, later in the video I have a winner to announce for a $10 eShop gift card and one more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below and that winner they'll be announced in next Thursday's video. So Mighty Goose is back, matching the lowest 60% off, and this one is a hidden gem. It's a run and gun shooter, and you're going to be taking on the role of the title Mighty Goose. Now what makes this unique? Upgrade chips that you acquire and secondary weapons, so the experience evolves with progression. On top of this, I love the pixel work, nice and chunky, and the vehicle moments are great fun too. The story finally, simple stuff, enemy mechanized forces, they are invading and of course you are fighting back. Mato Anomalies is back with a new low price, 85% off, and this game dropped in price real quick. Now clearly it's inspired by Persona, and of course it doesn't reach those heights, but yes, it is still a really good concept. It's blending turn-based combat with a dual world narrative, so here players jump between two realities, one as a detective in the tangible world and another as a ninja in a digital realm. The central plot unfolds around a murder investigation, and look, yes, it has its flaws. The world feels smaller, locations are repetitive, and there are some performance issues at points, but the universe hooked me, enough so in fact that I hope we do get a sequel. I'd love to see more from it in the future. God's Wall of Fall is rocking 87% off, hitting a new low price, and it's a must-buy for the roguelike fans. The game delivers an isometric hack and slash experience with a twist, and basically here, 8 Celtic warriors wash ashore, and you'll send them one by one into dungeons to defeat the less than friendly gods of this world. But here is the catch: as each warrior dies, it is actual permadeath. Before you know it, all 8 are dead, and a new batch will roll up on shore armed with new weapons to explore. It is good stuff, the game looks great as well, and yeah, I think the whole theme with this one just really clicked with me. Road 96 Fuller Journey is back with 65% off, matching the low price. Now this bundles together Road 96 as well as the prequel Mile Zero. Love the first game, look, sure it has some frame rate issues admittedly, but the story ended up winning me over. So basically here, it's a first-person narrative adventure set against the backdrop of a tyrannical government, and you're playing as a young individual trying to escape across the border. If unsuccessful, your character is replaced by another, offering a fresh perspective with each run. Along the journey then, you'll be encountering recurring characters, exploring their individual stories, but also exploring that complex world, you know, from regime supporters to rebels. The prequel then, this focuses on 2 key characters, and while it maintains the first person perspective for a large portion, it also introduces some rhythm gameplay, which is pretty, you know, I guess unusual. Put both reviews in the pinned comment though if you do want to check them out. Hunter X then is 50% off, a new low price. I was a big fan of this Metroidvania. Now granted, it's got a near non-existent storyline and it's bringing nothing new to the table for the genre, but I really enjoyed the mechanics. I liked the skill tree upgrades, they were satisfying, and the same can be said then of the world and the enemy design. Wanted to give it a shout out this week though, because the sequel is going to be dropping in this next week, that is titled Codename T. Now if this reminds you then of 3000th Duel, that is because it's the same team and both games were really near identical honestly. So here's hoping they push things a little further with this new entry, and you can watch out for a review on that coming soon on the channel. While I'm talking reviews as well, it's not on Switch, but maybe it's for you. I just dropped a review on Persona 3 Reload over on XPCorner. I'll be linking that in the pinned comments, and maybe go show our other channel some love if you do have a PlayStation, Xbox, or maybe you do game over on PC. Godstrike then honestly got mixed reviews, but I was somewhat a sucker for its brutal challenge. This game comes with a warning though, only dive in if you're up for that ultra challenging gameplay. By the second boss, I found myself trying over and over again. It is essentially a boss rush bullet hell experience from an isometric viewpoint, and it is incredibly intense. We streamed this one a long time back on Twitch, and yeah, it just nearly pushes you to breaking point. I would definitely recommend watching a full review first to make sure you're, I guess, prepared for what's ahead. But yeah, I also think it's rewarding because of how challenging it does become. Favorite for me of the bosses was a tower that you need to cut down to size, and that is one of the earliest bosses in the game. It's now at a new low price, 87% off. I'm picking up 2 games this week then. First up, Kingdom 80s. It's a newer release and it's here with 30% off, which is a new low price. I intended to grab this at launch, but I haven't been able to find the time, so now it's going to go into the backlog. The Kingdom series is just fantastic for anyone that hasn't played it. It's all about micro-strategy and base building. It's a really addictive loop. This one, it's a short, story-based standalone expansion to this universe. SOULVARS then is my other pickup. It's 50% off, a new at a low price, and this is one I've actually sunk a few hours into already. The reason I'm featuring it under my pickups though is I have really just begun. I like what I'm seeing though, and my understanding is this has a pretty big fan base out there, and it started on phones and tablets, but it's now made its way to the Switch. Overall, it's a turn-based deck-building RPG, but it has this beautiful pixel style. And yeah, I think this console release was well deserved. Genre fans, go check out a few reviews, it is definitely unique. Saints Row, the big purple package, is a fantastic deal. With 85% off, a new at low price, this is a bundle of Saints Row 3 and 4, and a whole lot of game here for your cash. Think an immature GTA, but in the third, you're going to be leading the Saints against the Syndicate. You've basically become celebrities by this point, they want your territory. Then with the fourth one, you inherit superhero-like powers and you will be taking on aliens. I think the third is the best one, a little more grounded, but both have their fans, and again, this is a steal of a price. Our winner of the week then for the $10 eShop gift card is going to Nugget, who highlighted Grime. Yeah, I haven't actually dug into that one too much myself, but you're definitely losing some of that visual uniqueness with the power of the Switch. Maybe do go check out a SwitchUp's review. I know they dropped one just recently. And then congrats on the win, Nugget. Email me for the code or even drop me a message on Twitter. Metro Redux then is 85% off, a new at a low price, and this bundles together Metro Redux 2033 and Metro Last Light. Now, both fantastic games and incredible ports on the system. In fact, I'd say some of the best looking games on the system as well. These though, they are first person shooters with stealth elements, and the narrative is at the forefront of the experience. Basically here you find yourself living in subways in a post-apocalyptic Russia, and mutants they have taken over. The second game continues the story, but it expands out the locations with small sandbox areas to explore. I really don't think though you can go wrong at this price. And that is the video down. As I said, short and sweet, but I thought this was a real strong selection, especially for bundles with 3 heavy hitters here, you know, Metro, Saints Row, and Road 96. So will you be grabbing anything this week? Let us know in the comments. With that, a shout out to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news, and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.